Okay, so picture this. You run an online store, but you don't actually own any of the products. You never have to pack a single box, and you don't even have to build the website. Sounds kind of crazy, right? Almost too good to be true. Today, we're going to break down a business model that claims you can do exactly that, and we'll see how the promise really stacks up. So, this is the core claim from the source material, and it is a big one. It's basically selling the dream of a business in a box. You get a global e-commerce operation where all the tough stuff, the logistics, is already handled for you. So, how do you even get started? Let's take a look. All right, let's start with the shop itself. The big hook here, the thing that gets everyone's attention, is that it promises to get rid of all the usual headaches that come with starting an online business. I mean, just look at this list. You don't have to sink a bunch of money into stock that might not sell. You don't need to know anything about web design. And you never have to deal with post offices or shipping labels. The company handles all of it. Your entire business is basically just a link that you can share. That's a really powerful and simple idea. And getting your shop up and running is made to look almost ridiculously easy. The source material shows it's literally just 3 clicks. You log in, you find the My Website section, and you grab your link. That's it. Your global store is officially live. But, a link is just a link. How does that actually turn into money? So this brings us to how you actually make a profit. The whole sales model really depends on this clever 2-tiered pricing system. Here's how it works. Every single product has 2 different prices. If you're an active member, you get a really big discount. But if someone clicks your shop link and they're not a member, they pay the full retail price. And that gap, the difference between those 2 numbers, well, that's where your profit comes from. Let's use a real example from the source to make this super clear. A men's multivitamin costs a member only $9, but a regular customer buying from your link, they're paying $14.95. That difference is your cut, and it's calculated on every single retail sale that happens through your link. So that's $5.95 that goes straight into your pocket from just one sale, and you never even had to see or touch the product. But here's where the model starts to get a little more complicated. See, this retail profit, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Because this isn't just about owning a shop. The model introduces this whole other parallel track, the business opportunity. And here's a really crucial detail from the source. You can't just decide to own a shop. To become a seller, you have to be a paying member first. This creates this really interesting dynamic where every single shop owner is also a customer. And the source reveals that you get a second, totally different link. This one has nothing to do with products. It's for inviting other people to join the business. When someone signs up using this link, you get a 50% commission. And right there, you can see the model pivots from being just about retail sales to being about recruitment. So, okay, you've got 2 ways to play this game, selling products and recruiting members. So how does the money actually work? Let's break down the different ways the compensation plan says you can get paid. First up, there's something called the weekly Fast Start Commission. This is really designed to give you an immediate reward. It's a one-time direct bonus you get for signing someone new up, which really incentivizes recruitment from the very beginning. And the source is very specific about this amount. The initial sign-up fee is $49.95, and it says you get 50% of that. Well, do the math. That comes out to a $25 commission for every single person you personally enroll. Next up is the Matrix Commission, and this one is built for the long haul. This isn't a one-time thing. It's a recurring commission you can earn from the monthly membership fees that everyone in your network pays. This creates the potential for a passive income stream over time. Now, on top of those 2 main ways, the source also mentions the retail profits from your shop, which we talked about, and something called influencer bonuses. This just shows that the compensation plan is layered, with a bunch of different ways you could potentially earn, depending on what you focus on. Of course, the question on everyone's mind is, what's the catch? What's the financial commitment to actually get involved here? Let's lay out the costs exactly as they're described in the source. Okay, so to get started, there's a one-time affiliate sign-up fee of $49.95. This is the payment that unlocks the whole system, gets you your website links, and makes you eligible to start earning commissions. But that's not the whole story. On top of that initial fee, there's an ongoing cost. To stay an active member, to keep your shop open, to get the member pricing on products, and to actually qualify for commissions, you have to pay a $10 a month membership fee. So when you boil it all down, you're looking at two really distinct paths you can take. Path number one is to be a retailer. You push your shop link and you earn profit from product sales. Path number two is to be a recruiter. You promote the business opportunity itself and earn commissions when new people join. And of course, you can do both at the same time. And all of this leads us to the really fundamental question at the heart of this entire model. When you have a system that pays you for selling products, but also pays you for signing up other sellers, where does the real focus end up? Is this truly a modern retail business, or is the shop just a feature inside of a much larger recruitment enterprise? That's really the key thing to think about here.